And let's just say I haven't lost my faith yet, all right? So step it up, scientists. I did find a refreshing beverage in the back with all those plates. They must have had a banquet or something. There was all these tiny little plates with just little samples. Some of them taste a little off. I want to talk to the cafeteria about that. Ooh, next we have a board-certified medical laboratory scientist. Put your hands together for Jessie Hansen. Jessie, you're going out here.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for that welcome. I'm going to talk about medical laboratory science in a minute, but first I'm going to say that I liked hearing Jacob's story because I too went on a date with Jacob's really good friend. And it went pretty well, and we went back to his place, and we were at least going to make out for a while. He says, should I put on some music? I'm like, yeah, you should put on some music. And so he did. And I'm going to tell you that the song he likes to romance ladies with is called Cadaverous Mastication. And I went home. However, that was almost a year ago, and I did eventually go back because he was hot. And he was also manning the sign-up booth out there this evening. So, hi babe, thanks for doing that. I'd also like to say, how awesome is this venue, right? Like, yeah, this is a great place. I've only been on dates with one person in the past year, but before that, I dated a lot of people. And the Science Museum is a great place for a second date, right? Like, if no one wants to come to the poison exhibit with you, you don't have a future together. And I'm not saying that because I actually did break up with someone in the poison exhibit when it was here, and I haven't seen him since. And it's his loss. So yeah, medical laboratory science. Anybody know what that is? Yep. There's two people in this room, and they're both over there, and I'm guessing one of them is a med tech? No, your mom, your aunt? Medical records, okay, yeah. So nobody knows what a med tech is. Oh, and three in the back. Are you guys med techs? Yeah. Thank you for being here. I feel solidarity. So medical laboratory scientist, I do laboratory diagnostics. So you go to the doctor, they draw your blood, you pee in a cup. That's me. Anything you can secrete, I can analyze. This is not something you talk about when you're on dates. But the thing about being a medtech is you know too much. Like, the world is never normal to you again after you know as much as you know about the human body when you work as a medtech. And I'm here to tell you that everyone is afraid of the wrong things. It's like, what's the biggest, scariest disease you can get? Okay, Ebola. Besides Ebola. HIV, right? That's the big, scary, nasty disease. Everyone's worried about it. You know how many people, if this were a perfect cross-section of American population, in this room it's about 0.3%. Less than one person in this room. Which is a great public health statistic. But people are scared of it. And the thing about HIV is, it's really kind of a wuss. Like, if you take it out of the body and put it on the counter, it can gasp and flail for maybe 2 or 3 days before it dies. It's the liberal hipster snowflake of retroviruses. But take something for comparison, like hepatitis C. It's like 1.6% of the population. So in this room, about 4 of us probably have hepatitis C. That can live outside the body for 3 weeks. We should be a little more concerned about that one. Take all your precautions, people. But like, the real king of viruses is herpes. Herpes can live outside the body for up to 6 weeks, and it has a 16% prevalence. It is the share of viruses. 1 in 6 of us in this room has herpes. And when I say has, I mean like currently has it, not like has been exposed to it, because over a lifetime, 90% of us are exposed to the herpes virus. So if you've had more than 6 sexual partners, you have an almost 100% chance of being exposed to herpes. But this is a nerdy crowd, so it's probably not applicable. bad rap is vaginas. Vaginas get a lot of bad rap, and they get a lot of bad reps. Don't they, ladies? Come on. The thing is, though, like, vaginas are actually pretty clean. Your mouth is way dirtier than a vagina. Like, if you licked a petri plate, it would grow out a confetti of different organisms that live in your mouth and are pathogenic to your body should they escape. So if you floss your teeth, cut your lip, get bitten by somebody, those bacteria go into your bloodstream and they can land on your heart valves and destroy them. Yeah. So I guess your mouth can literally break your heart? Which kind of is like a vagina. So the thing about that is, so if two people are having oral sex, no matter which genders are represented or which way it's going, you're putting one of the dirtiest parts of your body on one of the cleanest parts of your body. So if you're truly a germaphobe, kissing is out of the question. What you need to do is either fist bump or fuck. So think about that next time you're on a date at the Science Museum. And you wonder if the guy standing next to you likes heavy metal. He probably does. So another thing that people are afraid of, and they totally shouldn't be, is vaccines. Vaccines changed our history. Before vaccines, the history of public health was death, death, death. Disfiguring disease, death, death. Paralytic disease, death, and finishing up with death. And then we got vaccines which changed the world, and there was a sweet spot for public health, like right between polio and AIDS. And if you were born after 1960, you probably didn't know anybody who was paralyzed from polio. And so eventually people forgot how horrible these diseases were, and they stopped vaccinating their kids. And now we're having outbreaks of completely preventable diseases coming back because people are not choosing to vaccinate people who should be vaccinated. It even has gone so far that we have a vaccine that prevents cancer. I'm talking about the HPV vaccine. If you get vaccinated with that before you're exposed to HPV, the chances of you getting cancer are astronomically lower, like cervical cancer, cervical or genital warts, things that are caused by HPV, is astronomically lower than if you don't get it. But we don't do it. Why? Because we're afraid that if we vaccinate our daughters, they're going to have sex. I've been a daughter my entire life. And I'm going to tell you that's not why we have sex. Neither do we have sex because of heavy metal, but that's, again, another story. So I actually did get the HPV vaccine series. I got it twice. My healthcare provider wouldn't give it to me because I was over the FDA recommended age of 26. So I marched myself down to Planned Parenthood. Thank you, yeah. And I got the first series when I'm protected against 4 strains of HPV, and I got the second series when it was improved and protected against 9 strains. So I just want to say, if Mike Pence is out there somewhere listening, Mr. Vice President, you can go eat a bag of dicks. Yeah, I will say though, I did end up having a hell of a lot more sex after I got the HPV vaccine. As more than one man in this room can attest to. But it wasn't because I got vaccinated, it was just because I got divorced. So anyway, thanks for coming out tonight, folks. I'm glad you listened to me talk about vaccines.
Wow. There was a lot of that I was not allowed to listen to.